Justin has requested me on Patreon to review the Disney sports movie The Mighty Ducks. This became one of those big franchises for Disney in the 90s, spawning a trilogy of films, an animated series about space ducks, and even a real-life hockey team. And yet, surprisingly, I never watched any of these in my youth. Despite watching almost anything with the Disney name on it and being aware of their existence, they just completely passed me by. When I finally did watch The Mighty Ducks about 10 years ago, I did not think much of it. Watching it again, has my opinion changed? Not really. The Mighty Ducks pretty much follows the underdog sports movie formula to a T. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with using a formula, especially in a tried and true genre like this one. What really matters is the execution, but the story and characters in this movie are not ones that particularly excite me. These are all stock characters, and I don't buy their development. One of my biggest problems in the movie is I just find the lead protagonist, Gordon Bombay, to be unlikable through most of the film. He's a big jerk towards these youngsters for the first half, and when we know he will eventually change his tune and become a more supportive and helpful coach later on, I did not buy into his sudden change of heart. In the third act, when he chooses this hockey team over his lawyer career, I felt this did not fit at all the character we'd been following before then. The romance he forms with a hockey player's mother also did not feel earned. The children on this team all fit into specific archetypes, and that's the extent of their characters. You have the wisecracking one who really loves quoting Rob Schneider for some reason. I'm pretty sure he's the only person in existence whose favorite SNL cast member is Rob Schneider. There's the overweight player who's the goalkeeper, because of course they made him the goalkeeper. There are the token girls, and that's their entire personality. And then the bad boy is recruited later too. Only Joshua Jackson's team leader, Charlie Conway, is given some sort of character development as he butts heads with Bombay over their differing views on how to play the game. The opposing hockey team, the Hawks, are the villains in the movie, and I don't know why most sports movies even need villains. The main obstacle should be just winning the game and having a rooting interest in hoping the team we're following wins. Having the other team consist of a bunch of evil jerks comes across as contrived to me. The plot includes a few other contrivances that bother me. They do the thing where characters overhear a small part of a conversation and assume the worst, which is what leads to the third act falling out. I know I'm knocking this movie a lot, but I don't think it's a bad film. The ice hockey scenes are directed with some level of excitement and energy, while David Newman's score has the right triumphant note. The young actors also do a good job of playing their roles, despite how underwritten they are. There's just nothing about the Mighty Ducks that particularly stands out, especially since Disney would look at the success of this movie and attempt to repeat it on multiple occasions. People keep knocking modern Disney films for being formulaic, even though Disney movies have always been formulaic, especially their sports movies. A few years after this, Disney produced a similar underdog sports movie titled The Big Green, which also included a cowardly goalkeeper and the opposing team with a jerk coach and black jerseys. Some months back, I watched the Mighty Ducks sequel, which slightly tweaked the plot of the first movie. It even has the Ducks lose their hockey playing skills, causing them to have to learn them all over again. I can name even more Disney sports movies that are essentially variations of The Mighty Ducks, which was itself already heavily inspired by the Bad News Bears. But like I said, I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with using a formula. When you make a movie about a sports team that rises up and beats all the odds to win the game, it's going to follow certain story beats. Nobody watches a movie like this to be surprised. What matters is if you believe in the characters and their development, along with creating that desire to see them triumph and win. I just don't get there with The Mighty Ducks, despite the best efforts of the filmmakers to make something inspiring and fun. It's a movie that plays things completely safe, and I feel the plot takes a lot of eye-rolling turns. There are some Disney sports movies I have enjoyed, like Cool Runnings, Remember the Titans, and The Rookie. The Mighty Ducks just does not click with me, but there are many who do have a fondness for this movie, and I get it. If you've seen The Mighty Ducks, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and thank you for the request, Justin.